Welcome to The Explainer. So today, we're going to uncover this hidden relationship, this really deep connection between two giants that you'd think are complete opposites, the brand new world of AI and the old world of big oil.
Okay, let's really dig into this quote, because it just completely flips the script on what we've all been told, right? The story isn't tech versus the old industrial world. No, it's about this deep, fundamental dependency. So let's unpack what that actually means.
All right, first things first. To really get this relationship, you have to wrap your head around the sheer, just mind-boggling scale of what we're going to call the old engine. You know, the machine that literally powers our entire physical world.
So let's just start with this number right here. $478 billion. That's the annual revenue for just one company, Exxon Mobil. I mean, that is a figure so huge it's almost impossible to really picture. It represents this massive global machine of logistics, engineering, and just raw physical power.
And what's so wild about this is that huge gray bar, it's not just dollars and cents. Think of it as a picture of incredible physical effort. We're talking about moving literal oceans of oil all across the globe, from way deep underground all the way to the gas tank in your car.
But here's the thing. There's a catch. To make all that money, Exxon has to spend an absolute fortune just to stay in the game. Get this. Almost $30 billion. That's their annual capital expenditure, what people call Capex. It's the cost of everything. Finding and drilling new wells, keeping up the pipelines, running the refineries, all of it.
And all that spending, it turns Exxon into what you could call a high-friction machine. That Capex, think of it like the maintenance fee for our entire civilization. It is this enormous, never-ending cost just to keep that old engine humming.
Okay, so now let's see what happens when we compare this old engine with the new engine of AI. And for that, we're going to look at the chip-making powerhouse Nvidia.
And wow, this table just perfectly lays out the insane difference in how these businesses work. I mean, just look at those profit margins. Exxon has to move nearly $500 billion to make a 12% profit. Nvidia, on the other hand, they keep 50 cents of every single dollar that comes in. It's just a completely different world.
So yeah, the contrast is just stark. Exxon's complicated, high-friction business needs that $29 billion in Capex. Nvidia's super efficient, low-friction model, only $1 billion. And this difference in what we're calling business physics is precisely why tech stocks have, for so long, been valued so much higher than energy stocks.
So if you just look at the numbers, you'd think the case is closed, right? The new engine is the obvious winner. The efficiency, the margins, the tiny overhead, it all looks like tech is just going to leave the old guard in the dust. But there is a critical, and I mean absolutely critical, piece of the puzzle that you can't see on the balance sheet.
And this is where the story gets really interesting. It's where we uncover this kind of secret marriage between these two completely different worlds, a codependency that honestly changes the whole game.
Because here's the simple, undeniable truth. An Nvidia chip, as amazing as it is basically just a fancy paperweight without electricity. A massive, constant, and always growing flow of it. The entire digital world, it's all built on a very real, very physical foundation of power. You see, the very success of AI is creating its own biggest problem, this absolutely insatiable thirst for energy. Data centers are popping up all over the place, and they are so power hungry. I mean, they're putting a strain on our global energy grid like we've never seen before.
So let's go back to our chart one more time, but look at it with new eyes. All of a sudden, the relationship between these bars completely changes. That red bar for Exxon, that $29 billion cost, it's not just a drag on their business anymore. It's the investment that keeps Nvidia's green profit bar alive and kicking. Without the old engine pumping out the gigawatts, the new engine just stops.
Okay, so let's tie this all together. Let's build a simple but really powerful framework to help us make sense of the entire modern economy and how these different forces work together.
So here it is. This is that symbiotic relationship we've been talking about. You've got the brain, that's tech, like Nvidia. High margin, super innovative. Then you've got the body. Think of sectors like healthcare, high volume stuff. But here's the key. Neither the brain nor the body can do anything without the heart, and that's energy. That's Exxon. It's the massive, essential pump that sends fuel to the entire system.
So when you think about it, this hidden dependency, this secret marriage between the engine of tomorrow and the engine of yesterday, it's probably one of the most important and most overlooked forces that's going to shape everything over the next decade. Technology, energy, global power, the whole shebang. Definitely something to think about.